Welcome, everyone, to episode 365 of the Postgame Report. I'm JVB. With me, I have TG1 Eddie.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Yes, I am good.
Any new surgeries lately?
Yes, tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah? You really do?
Yeah, tomorrow. I go under the knife.
Damn, Eddie, they're rebuilding you like the $6 million man.
Yeah, I'm going to be brand new.
What are they doing to you?
I'm going to be a better
They're
buy.
cutting off 5 pounds of foreskin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to be a better buy than the PlayStation Pro.
Oh. Yeah, but you pre-ordered one.
Yeah, I know, I did. But I still say the Xbox is a better buy, value-wise.
Oh, we'll discuss that later. Because I'm interested in knowing why you think that. And then we have Derek Gott. What's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. It's good to be back on. Wasn't able to make it on last week.
Yeah, man. Now that you're a big-time Twitch streamer, you got the little man.
Nah, man. Just things are taking off, dude. I had to fill in for a dude last week. So
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Fill-ins now. Look at that, JVB.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It's awesome, man.
Somebody had to drop in and save it.
Ah. Then we have Mr. Golf Rat. How you been,
good, fellas?
How you
Man,
been?
what's good?
Good. It's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm back podcasting again, right?
And the thing is, Neff's not here to defend himself, but you were going at him earlier.
I miss Neff. That's why. I do. I miss podcasting.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
I figure the only way to get his attention is hit him in the head with a sledgehammer. You know, a very small sledgehammer, by the way.
Oh,
Seriously, how tall is Neff?
Dude, Golf, I was laughing at work.
Neff has to be like about 5'9".
Yeah, about 5'9".
No, he said he was like 5'4".
No, he's not. Damn.
So,
somebody jumping rope
Derek,
in the
you liked
background.
it?
Dude, I saw your tweet about the G.I. Joes, and I was like, what is that all about? And then I listened to the podcast, and dude, I was dying laughing at the G.I. Joe clothes.
I think he's under 5'5", which nothing's wrong with that, but I know.
Oh, you said I heard you look up to Prince. I was like, oh, damn. And then we have Guije jump roping in the background. What's up, Mr. Workout?
What's up, brother? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How you been?
Good, man. I miss you guys. It's been a while.
Man, I saw a picture of one of your boys in his football outfit.
Yeah.
Yo, he's getting big, dude.
No, dude. He's only a freshman. He's going to be a monster.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I love
it almost feels like I've seen these kids grow up in a way because, you see them now. It's like, holy shit.
I know, dude. You have.
Hey,
seen
we're
these
old
guys
as
grow up.
shit. That's why.
Yeah.
We're all old, dude.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
and
my
plus
daughter
we've known each other.
graduated high school, went to college.
Yeah, so did Golfs.
Yep. We're all old fucks.
We're old, but we have vast knowledge of video games that not a lot of these new millennial wannabe news media, not a lot of them have this. Even like the more popular ones, like the Colin Moriarty's of the world, they don't have what we have. Regardless of how many books or videos they watch, they've never been through what we've been through with video games. So our age
And
counts
plus,
for something.
Jay, we're not paid off, so we're going to tell you if it sucks or not.
Yeah.
Now, this is a cool age. We may be older, but, because I think we grew up on games like we did, and our kids kind of grew up on them. I'm enjoying games with my kids on a different level,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, like me and my son, dude, on Destiny almost every other night together and just having fun. Which is going to be cool. I think it's one of those things that no matter what happens, is going to keep us bonded, no matter where he is.
No, it's true. It's true.
Jay, in my video game hobby career, I'll say, I think the most important thing for me to witness was the arcade boom in the 80s and 90s.
Dude.
Being able to be around that and go to malls.
Unlike anything else, man. It was so great.
And that will never come back in the United States.
No, unfortunately. It's one, I'm a child of the 70s. Some of us are.
Yep.
We've experienced eras in gaming that will never be emulated or that will never happen again. One of them being the crash of '83. Hopefully that never happens again. But
kids don't know what it feels like to walk up and put your quarter on the machine and be like, I got next.
Yep.
Oh, those were at the pizzerias. Be like, yo, I got next.
And in front of a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't like, all right, this guy could play, I'm not going to play him. No, it was like, I got next. I don't care how good you are, we're playing. And that's how you met other people. I remember being 11 years old, going to my old neighborhood, playing Saxon. I'm playing Saxon.
What?
Saxon. Remember Saxon, the space game? Not Sexon.
I remember it being very difficult.
Yeah, because of the perspective. It had a weird angle. And, I finished my game, whatever. These kids that I used to know, because, it was three brothers, and they were pains in the ass, so I try to stay away from them as much as possible. But the younger brother goes, oh, I'm going to tell my brother you beat his score. And I'm like, I beat his score? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, you got to do better than that. I was talking shit. So he was like, wait for him. He'll be down here. And I'm like, yeah. We'll have a freaking, see what he gets, and I'll try to beat him. Never came down. And then I've told this story about Qbert before, where I got over 4 billion points, and I beat the high score. And the dude the next day somehow knew it was me and was like, yo, I can't believe you beat my fucking score, dude. So back then, you had more of an intimate challenge. Like the challenges were intimate. Even though you didn't know somebody, that was the one thing that brought you guys together. And there was either a mutual respect. Track and field, my friend and I.
Oh, my God, Jay, I was just thinking about track and field. I used to go to every mall and put my high score up and then go back like a week later and see if it's there.
Yeah. We had a track and field, like in the corner, there was a bodega that created a little arcade space in the back. And they had track and field. They will always have the more popular games.
Was it the buttons or the rollerball version?
It was the buttons.
It was the dope one.
We used to pound those buttons so hard they had to put those little guards around them. Because especially the freaking hurdles, we freaking brrr, and then bah, brrr, bah, brrr. So he and I would switch between events that we were strong in. And, it was just one of those things where we built a cohesion. We were like, we would put our initials. We both were Joey. So it would be J and J, kind of feminine, But we had that bond. It was like, yo, I'm going to the corner. Let's go beat this score. And it took us a while to beat this one dude's score. But we did it. And it was freaking awesome. But the reason why I say that is because obviously we see a lot of people on our social feeds who, unfortunately, the social networks allow people to feel like their opinions matter more than others. And there's a lot of people who assume that their opinions are facts. So obviously they grew up the wrong way, not knowing the difference between an opinion, between facts. And it seems
my opinion matters more.
And the crazy thing, Guije, is that they'll say facts, but they don't provide facts to back up their claim.
It's a fact that the color blue.
Yeah, can we talk about the fanboys and all this bullshit with the PS4 Pro? Or
we're gonna get that.
Okay.
First, we mentioned Destiny. There's an update coming out. I already bought it. Granted, I don't play as much, but Eddie and myself, we finally played the Taken King. He helped me out.
Yeah.
And I was reminded.
He didn't make fun of me.
Yeah, we're going to get into that because I heard about that. And I was reminded about how much fun you can have in Destiny.
Best Halo game ever.
And, oh, damn. And
I'm actually running strikes right now.
Oh, cool. And I'm looking forward to playing Division again. Like, I see golf. I still see you on that shit.
Yeah, I haven't played it in about 2-3 weeks because I've been playing Dark Souls 3.
Oh, okay.
Which I like a lot. Big fan of the series. But, yeah, I'm excited for when they fix the Division, and I'm also excited for Destiny, of course.
Yeah. You know what? Destiny, as much as people had their criticisms of Destiny in the beginning, look at where it's at now. It just continues to be one of the most played games.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere where they still have 8 million people playing the game online.
Holy shit.
Now, I don't know if that's just on the PS4 and Xbox One or if it's all of them, but I did read somewhere 8 million.
Insane. And they just redid like the whole layout again, and like it was even more confusing to me because I was like, wow, I've been away from this game for a long time. So what did they include in this update? Who's most
it's not really an update.
You...
It's not really an update. It's an expansion.
Well, there was a slight update, right, the other day?
That was a weapon balance, I believe.
It was 13 gigs. It was a lot of front loading for the new
game.
Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a fluffer in a porn film. You know? They get you started, and then
what's a fluffer at? What is fluffer?
Yeah. What was that?
Oh.
I'm not knowledgeable.
They fluff it for you.
Go to commercial.
I'm trying to bring Soldier in for some reason.
Speaking of fluffers.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring
Jay, the update is $30. They're raising the light levels. You now are going to be able to do private matches. They obviously added more single-player campaign with co-op and new maps and new places to explore and, of course, new loot. And a new raid, which is awesome.
Awesome. Now you guys did a raid. Eddie, you care to share that experience?
Yeah, well, I was doing good until we got to this jumping part where, Soldier and Guije started making fun of me because for 40 minutes I couldn't get it. So I was just getting a headache and I quit.
Yeah.
I get it.
Eddie, you know what the trick is for that jump puzzle? Is equip your sword where you're in third person.
I did.
It's a lot easier.
I did have my sword. I still couldn't make it.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't we get Soldier in here? I'm doing all these different methods.
I'm actually, right now, I'm on my MacBook playing PlayStation with remote play.
Yeah, ain't it freaking cool?
It's working good.
Yeah, works pretty good.
What controller are you using?
My PlayStation controller?
Yeah, I believe that's the only way you can play it, right?
Okay.
I believe we have Soldier in the house.
Yo, do I sound all right?
Hell yeah.
Man, fuck the PC. That's what I'm saying. Back my word. Piece of shit. Computer motherfuckers.
You got to turn it on every now and then and update it.
No, man. It's bullshit. I'm on my iPhone because the iPhone works.
Yeah, you still have that Alienware?
That shit's still in a box somewhere, bro.
Damn, dude.
That shit's going to be outdated by the time you turn it on.
Yeah, no, you're right. That shit's probably dead by now.
Damn, I would have bought it off you for $500.
Yeah? Dang, I should have sold that motherfucker, bro. No, that thing was
that's a beast, bro.
Yeah, it was too big, right?
Soldier, what'd you pay for it? How much?
I don't remember,
like $2,100, right?
Yeah,
no
it was
way.
Some crazy number like that.
Oh, that's still good. It's still good.
Yeah, it's a beast, dude.
It has a liquid nitrogen tank, bro, and a flux capacitor. I saw that bitch inside there.
Why don't you use it?
Because it's in a box.
Oh, well, you should get it set for Gears, man. Gears 4.
I'm
playing on Xbox One, bro.
And Halo's on PC now too.
Yeah, but what's it matter when you have to update?
No one cares about Halo.
I love Halo.
No one cares about Halo.
It looks awesome.
Yo, I played a few weeks ago. I put in Halo 5. Yo, I suck, bro. I was like, holy damn. And not to...
Jay, you're Mr. Halo. That's impossible.
Not to harp on this, but the fucking dead spots really was annoying as fuck. Like, I had to keep wrestling with the sensitivity of my controller, and I'm like, yo, usually I leave all my Halos at 3.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I had to lower it to 1. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was pissed off. Like, I play maybe 6 games and I did horribly. But that's partly because I don't play it. So I'm sure once I play a little more than one fucking day, I'll get used to the adjusting to the controller and everything.
You can tell that it was originally designed for mouse and keyboard back a long time ago because it plays so much difference with the mouse and keyboard.
Well, I played Halo PC, and that was weird.
Yeah.
Mouse and keyboard. So,
elitist.
So Soldier, how you been, man?
I'm good, man. Just living my life in Texas.
Yeah, how is it over there?
Barbecue.
It's good. It's good, man. I mean, Texas is a great state. Like, you can get away with, like, you can drive as fast as you want. They're not gonna give you tickets. You know, they don't give a fuck about no speeding tickets out here, traffic tickets. They don't mess with the man out here. You know, they just do what they got to do out here.
Oh, that's nice.
You just live. You just come to Texas and you come and you live your life. That's what happens.
Yep.
You shot a gun in your backyard yet?
No, because I live in the city limits, so I get cops called on me. And Dallas is a very liberal city anyway, as far as the rest of Texas is concerned. So yeah, it's not that bad.
So Soldier, how many Cowboy fans you see?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Oh my God, bro! No, that is nuts. Like, if you go to a supermarket, right, they will give you 15% off your total bill if you're wearing Cowboys gear on
Bullshit.
Sundays. Swear to God.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I swear to God, on Sundays, if you're wearing Cowboys gear, they give you 15% off your bill, grocery bill.
So
you see every motherfucker
Cowboy jerseys on Sundays.
Why would they do that? Like,
that way the fans know what it's like to win.
Oh,
true.
Oh.
You know what? You guys know,
That's
man. Texas
up,
football is life, bro.
Yeah.
Friday,
Texas A&M.
starts Friday, and it goes into Saturday, and it culminates with fucking Sunday activities. Like, and it's weird because I live in one of those cities where like they can't sell alcohol on Sundays or on Saturdays after 12 or something like that. So it's on usually Sundays after 12 or something like that. I don't remember.
It's Sunday afternoon, and then Saturday night they usually stop selling around 2.
Yeah, so it's nuts, bro. I've never lived in a place like this because it's very religious, you know, very, very religious, and like I said, football is their life out here. You drive by any park, and all you see is little kids playing pee-wee football everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
Nice.
I got a real question for
Soccer
you,
moms.
Soldier.
Yeah.
Because you lived in Los Angeles, you lived in New York, and now you're in Dallas. So, where's the most beautiful women in the United States?
You know what? I have not seen one hot chick in Dallas yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. And New York,
it's so big. That's why.
Yeah, New York, I wasn't feeling it. I'm partial to California women, but I'll tell you this: Seattle. I hope my wife doesn't hear me. Seattle has some of the best fucking women I've ever seen in my life. Seattle, bro. Fucking all the white women. White women are beautiful out there, bro. I'm telling
you. Okay, well, it's kind of shocking to hear that.
The misty rain. Ask who? Nick
the Dick.
Yep, Nick the Dick.
Nick the Dick.
Soldier's a Chocha connoisseur, man.
Yeah, that too.
So, Soldier, why did you guys make fun of Eddie in Destiny?
Oh my God!
There he goes. You see, I told you.
Oh my God!
Yo, here goes.
This dude is the funniest person alive. Like, he's the one complaining about wanting to do the raid, so let's do the raid.
Who, me? I did not complain about wanting to do the raid.
You did complain about doing the raid.
He said it's my story.
Oh my God.
I heard you complain, bro.
But anyway, Guije, and you know, Guije's kid is a pretty good Destiny player, bro, but he's into chicks now, so he kind of doesn't want to mess with us. We started playing, right, and we're doing the King's raid, which is the last raid that's been out for a while now. And my man Eddie is getting super frustrated over the puzzle jump, right? Like, my man cannot do it to save his life. And he's like, I got a headache. I'm going to quit this shit. Fuck this jump. And we're like, Eddie, no, we can all just make it. You can quit and come back in. He's like, fuck that. No, I quit. I got a headache. And
even my son was like, Eddie.
You curse like that, Eddie?
I was pissed, dude, man. I was on that shit for like 40 minutes.
Damn.
It wasn't, it wasn't.
Hey, is that the first time you did the jump puzzle?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't they show you where to jump?
We were trying to.
For you guys.
But they were laughing. They were too busy laughing.
Come on, it's Guije and Soldier, bro. What do you expect, man?
Dolph, you know the rule. You don't really help your friends. You just laugh at them.
Yeah. For the record, everybody made it except for Eddie. And when we got across, he could easily just came back in and everything would have been fine, you know, but he was already gone, dude. I think he was having kind of like, I don't know what was going on, honestly.
His sugar was low.
I think his sugar might have been a little low, yeah. He needed an orange juice or something.
Well, I mean, there was a Eddie, did you hear me at all cursing on Sunday when I was trying to jump?
No, because your mic just stopped working, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, JBB, you got to jump onto this side.
Dude, I couldn't hear you. You couldn't hear me, and I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck? And you just standing there patiently waiting. I'm like, Eddie, can you hear me?
Well, I couldn't hear. It said your gnat was off, something like that.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
the raid is super fun, bro. You guys should definitely play it when you guys get a chance. if your wives or your moms let you play.
Oh,
it's a good raid.
I would like to try.
Not the best, but it's a good raid.
You're not about this life, JV.
That's the one that if you start it, you got to finish it because if you drop out, it shows everybody's right.
Me and Guije are on that motherfucker every night, bro.
No, because you can bring people in. There's places where you can invite people.
Private matches just started too.
Yeah,
we should do private matches tonight. That would be fun.
I'm your private dancer.
I'll fuck all you guys up.
So let's. How about that new 4.0, the update for the PlayStation 4? You guys tried it?
Yeah, I've been betaing it for a while.
Yeah.
Yo, it's smooth, man.
I got it yesterday.
Shit on there.
Cool.
It's really freaking smooth and fast, and
I haven't figured
accessible.
out the folders. I haven't figured out the folders yet, so how to do that. But everything else is pretty.
Folders feel like an Android, like they have the Android method. You create a folder, you hit start on the game. The very top, I believe, it's the very top. It says add to folder. When you do that, it'll ask you to name the folder, and then there's a button or a box you check, which says add more to the folder or something like that. And you get the full list of all your games, and you add them into there.
Very fast. Waking up.
Folders.
Yeah, I like it now too. When you're gonna turn it off, instead of going to that menu, it comes out on the left-hand side.
I think that's stupid, bro. That makes
for real.
It gives me an extra button press. Like before, I would hold down the button, push down 4 times on the D-pad, and I can turn it off. Now I have to push the D-pad down. Oh, wait, because it's kind of the same thing.
I was gonna say it's the same thing. And also, capturing pictures, recording video is way faster and doesn't take you out into a separate screen either. So it's really, really nice, man. They're all evolving. Right now, Sony has an edge because it's a lot smoother.
I still think Xbox 360 had the sweetest UI. The Blade system, that was a fucking badass system.
I like the Blade. I remember
the
original Blades, right?
Yeah, before they went to NXT. They had the stupid little blade system with the orange font or whatever.
Yeah,
that was one of the best ones ever, dude. Everything was simple and it looked next gen. And now the first PS3 one was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was like as straightforward as it gets.
Yeah, because then they started adding ads and all that shit on the NXT, and luckily PlayStation's not that crazy with ads. I don't think it has any ads, does it?
It has a few.
PS4. Just for PS4 stuff, but like not for like. Fucking Old Spice, fucking deodorant and shit, like they throw at you at Xbox.
Oh yeah, you don't like to see the Doritos ads while you're trying to pick up the newest game.
I love that shit, man. Like, I'm hungry.
Especially if we're paying full price for that subscription.
The new update now has HDR support, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if any Soldier, you have an HDR TV?
I do, but how does that work?
You got to go to System and Home. What is it? Screen and or Display and something.
But the game has to support it, right? And no games currently support it.
And your TV, you have to have an HDR
TV has
port.
to support it.
Yeah, you have to. It has to go into one of the HDR ports.
I know. Now, I think Madden supports it. It's an athletic supporter.
Oh. By HDR, do they mean 4K or do they mean something else?
High dynamic range is something totally different than 4K.
So then I don't have a HDR TV. I have a 4K monitor, a computer monitor.
Right. Oh, you don't have an HDR, nope. So you won't notice it. To you, it's useless.
Yeah, like HDR with like if you go into a scene where you're coming from a tunnel into sunlight, like it would have the real effect of like the light.
Is that the high dynamic range shit?
Yes.
Yeah, but mostly that's all on new TVs. The older TVs really don't have that. That's coming out now on mostly all the new TVs.
But that tech's been around for a while.
Yeah, I've heard of HDR for a while.
It's even in our freaking cameras. So the way it's implemented, well, I mean, they did a form of with the lighting and everything, lighting techniques, but our phones have a form of HDR. Handheld cameras have them.
When they're not blowing up?
Yeah. The Galaxy 7 has it.
My Note 5 has HDR.
It does?
Yeah.
Video playback?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it depends on the software. I know Amazon has some.
iPhones have HDR. There's even an HDR button.
Mm-hmm. It's on your camera.
Yeah.
I just remembered now. So HDR is when it takes a lot of pictures and combines them into one, right?
Yeah, to get all your contrasts and everything right.
Yeah, it takes different lighting exposures places them together. That's called bracketing in camera terms. You take a different exposure.
I heard that's causing a lot of earthquakes in Oklahoma, bro. Bracketing.
Mm-hmm.
But HDR takes I believe like on the iPhone, it takes 3 different pictures and places them together to get like a real rich color, things of that sort. But they're saying that HDR techniques actually will affect gaming more than 4K would.
Don't sweat the technique, dude.
Yes. Eric B. Rakim.
Yes, sir.
So...
Golf Rat's like, what?
No, Golf Rat knows about this stuff. Oh, you mean
Golf Rat's
about...
all about disposable cameras, bro. That's what he rolls with. He doesn't need little trace evidence.
I'm not Eric being Rakim, but if you want to make fun of him there, man.
What?
Golf, you still there?
He's probably playing...
I'm here.
I thought we made you do an Eddie for a second.
No, I'm here.
So, the PlayStation 4, the current one, has that support. There were people, mainly the fanboys, who were saying, Sony's lying, there's no way this could do 4K, HDR, but Sony has proven otherwise, because they stated that via software it would upgrade to HDMI 1.4, whatever the hell, I don't know. So,
well, you need HDMI 2.0.
Yeah, 4K. HDMI 2.0. So what they're saying is that that's been upgraded via firmware. That it was always there, and now it's activated. So it seems like Sony future-proofed the PS4 for certain things. They're stating, there's a rumor, and I don't know, that eventually the PlayStation Pro would be upgraded. Its drive would be, but I don't know. We'll get into that later. I don't believe in that anyway. But for those who have an HDR TV, enabled TV, I've seen a Vizio for $800, I believe. I believe Derek is the model we have, the M series, but the updated model now.
Well, it's supposed to be in an update too, as well. There's supposed to be a firmware update coming for our TVs that's supposed to enable it. I've been
checking because I'm like, I wonder if there's an update for our TV, but it's not something that really requires hardware specifically for this. So it's not something, from what I heard in the PlayStation Nation podcast, big shout out to those guys, they did their research and they discovered that on PC, developers were using HDR in the past, years ago. But now there are different versions of HDR. So that's why you'll get HDR 10, I believe, is the newest version. But it's not nothing new for video games, and it doesn't require teraflops, which people like to throw around, to get HDR on your video games. Petaflops?
Petaflops.
So, quickly, The Last Guardian is delayed to December. What is it? What was the original release date?
4 or 5 years ago?
November? Yeah, well, not the original. Like PlayStation 3. But it was slated for November?
Mm.
I know it's pushed back, 3 weeks or something?
Yeah, at this point, who cares?
So some people are wondering if it's going to have a patch for Pro, or they're just strategically placing it there to have something. Because remember, all these big games are now going to start coming out. It's September, October, we're going to have the big boys coming out.
Who comes out? Gears of War?
Gears, yeah. Call of Duty, Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it either, Soldier?
Dude, the environments look all right, but the fucking animations of the hands and the weapons and everything else looks cartoony. It doesn't feel...
Titanfall 2.
Garbage.
Going to be a lot of shooters.
No one's going to buy
every
holiday.
You really believe that?
No one's going to buy that game.
It'll sell.
I think it's going to sell.
No,
yes,
it'll
Fantasy.
sell.
Yep.
It'll sell, but then people are going to fucking return it to GameStop to get trade credit for the next
How's
thing.
How's it going to sell when it's going to be competing with all these big blockbuster shooters?
Because you have people that like Titanfall.
Call of Duty's going to be hot.
No one bought the game.
Didn't you just tell me 10 million people bought it?
Well, I think 5 million people bought it, and then 5 million.
How is that nobody?
Xbox Ones.
Now you have.
Well, it was bundled.
Yeah, it was bundled like
for a while. So, let's talk about
fanboys.
Well, yeah, because it's all going to intertwine with the PlayStation Pro. So
this is all I want to say.
What is it? What is it you got to say?
This is all I want to say. I want to start off by first. Can we just say that the console war is over? It's over. Let's just say it's over.
And what?
So, if you look at sales and just look at the media, I mean, it's over. Xbox, Microsoft, they lost.
For this generation, yes.
They lost. Okay. So Sony brings out a PS4
coming back.
Pro.
Oh, shit, it's coming back. Okay. There we go.
Sony brings out the PS4 Pro that is twice as powerful.
But it's not next gen.
It's the PS4, okay? Yet everyone's hating on it. At least the Xbox fanboys are. Why would you hate on something that's more powerful? Because it doesn't have a built-in 4K player?
Well, that's the biggest complaint.
But I don't understand, Jay, why it is. Because I did some research, and Blu-ray sales are tanking.
Yep.
Absolutely tanking. Dude, every year they drop like 10, 11%, and digital media goes up 18%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spit those numbers, bro.
Yeah, that's like millions and millions of dollars lost. And
dude, I used to buy Blu-rays all the time. I haven't bought a Blu-ray in fucking years.
Soldier, you have an Xbox One S.
They're too expensive. Yes, that's
so
bothering.
let's go.
It's
so
bothering,
what?
Jay, that we got so much hate going on from the Xbox community. When the console war is over, just let it go. Let it go. And another thing is people are saying that the Xbox Slim and the PS4 Pro are like competitors.
Yeah,
well,
which is...
They're completely different pieces of hardware. Completely.
They're
you
not
can't
really.
compare them. And then Forbes, which is a pretty good, magazine / website, puts out an article saying that 6 reasons why you should buy the Xbox One Slim over the PS4, and it's just fanboy. It just rages fanboy bullshit.
Well, it depends what reasons. If they say they're equally in hardware, then you got to discredit that article altogether.
Okay. But they left everything out when it comes to power. They talked about price being one good reason to buy the Xbox One Slim. For the 4K player. I mean, everything that was dodging video games was not on that list.
So as a media consumption device, it's a
good deal.
It's a better value. But if you want a straight up
gaming machine,
console,
let's say like what we do a lot with our phones, we want that 6S or 7S, whatever. This is what the PlayStation Pro is. It's a mid-generation upgrade.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like this console war is clearly over. Like, let it go. And yet
because it's the new thing to complain about. Everybody brings up the Scorpio, which that is where I laugh because the Scorpio just exists on paper, and there's not really much to go by when it comes to the Scorpio. So people keep saying, "Yeah, the Scorpio is going to be this and that," but where's the proof? Where is it? Right now, we all know that it's coming out next year. So let Microsoft develop that instead of trying to compare a device that doesn't exist right now.
That's their new console.
What did you? Well, yeah, that's going to be a generation
console. That's a next gen console.
Yeah, that will be the start of next gen.
There you go.
Did you see the thing that's out today? PlayStation 5 is in development for 2018.
Well, we kind of called it. I think last week somebody asked me.
But at that point, don't you think it's too much now? Because now you're buying a Pro now, and then you're going to buy.
It's not. It's not because the networks are linked. I would be mad if I had to get a different service every year, like Xbox 360 service and then Xbox One service. But because it's all combined, I don't mind switching hardware.
But is it going to be combined on the PlayStation 5?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be combined. Your PlayStation network will carry over, bro. So it's like the phones. Like you get iOS or whatever and all that stuff, but you get a new phone when it's time to upgrade. It's smart, bro, because you can keep up with the graphics and stuff, I think it's good.
The Pro is just basically PlayStation's answer to the Xbox One S. It's going to do the 4K and all that crap.
But if PlayStation's winning, why would they have to answer?
Yeah,
Derek, I'm glad you brought this up. Okay.
Because, that's the way I look at it is Pro 4K versus S, and then the next generation will be the Scorpio versus the PlayStation 5 or whatever they call it.
But the Xbox S, and I'll let you talk in a second. Go. Yeah. Xbox One S is not a hardware upgrade. So it right now the Pro stands on its own because it's a legit upgrade to the PlayStation 4, where the Xbox One X it's double the power, dude. It's going to do things the PlayStation 4 can't do.
It's the same. I heard it's the same exact processor. It's just upclocked. And I can take my processor right now on my computer and I can overclock it and add a whole bunch of clock speed to it and make it faster. That's all they're doing really with it.
Still be a fucking PC.
The GPU is double.
Yeah, I mean like that. Yeah. So, but you're still going to be able to play your old games, right?
And I hate to bring up teraflops because people like to use that term.
That's a lot of memory.
But it's double the teraflops as well. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I look at it as PlayStation's answer to the Xbox One S, because if they're already developing the PlayStation 5 for 2018 to combat the Xbox Scorpio, where does that put it? That puts it in the middle of the road between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So that's their mid-year cycle.
And we called it. We said that these big game developers, companies would follow the trends that every other electronic manufacturer is following.
They will, but will the game companies keep up? That's the real question, because it can take anywhere between a year to 5 years to develop a game. Some games take decades to develop.
If
the game companies can't keep up, that's where the problem's going to be. Then you're going to have consoles with no games, and that's the problem Xbox One had at launch.
There's games that haven't even come out yet. Studios that haven't even put a game out yet on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, they'll probably be upgraded or up-res to the next system and delayed and canceled or whatever.
Well, for all the knowledge we have with how game development runs, how many times have we seen a game being showcased at E3 and then downgraded because they have to put it in a closed system?
Ubisoft is a master.
Oh yeah, Watch Dogs. So now
the Division
Division looks good though.
And it still looks good, but
bro.
But it looks good.
Not what they showed.
But now
it looks a lot different. I'll say that.
So developers are developing for a higher system and then downgrading. Now they don't really have to downgrade as much because it's still not going to be as powerful as PCs.
Jay, how many demos did we watch every year at events, at E3s, at PAX?
Oh yeah,
where they showed you on a fucking PC and then you got that shit later and it was a piece of shit. Saints Row 4. Oh my god, when they showed me that thing at PAX, I was blown away. I was like, holy fuck, this game is awesome. It's like next gen in a big ass city. And then we got it, it was garbage.
Remember we saw Watch Dogs being played?
Same thing.
At PAX?
The Division too.
Oh
my god, I'm not going to talk about the Division.
Right. Let me go back. Jay, I want to ask Derek a question.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right? Okay. Yeah. Titanfall 2 coming out on every console, right?
Right.
On the PS4, it's going to be 900p. On the Xbox One, it's going to be 720p. And I assume on the PS4 Pro, it's going to be 1080p. So my question is, when it comes to upscaling, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Xbox One is going to go from a 720p source to a 4K scale, right?
Right.
So the Pro is going to go from a 1080p source to a 4K. So if the PS4 Pro is an answer to the Xbox One Slim, is it really an answer? Because it's demolishing it power-wise.
Well, yeah, it has more power, but I'm just saying that's where they're positioning it in the market too. Yeah, it definitely has more power.
Right,
which one has more power?
I have a question that's going to tie into
versus
that.
The S.
So what's going to look better, Derek? What's going to look better?
If you're upscaling to 4K, the 1080p
some games are going to be 1440.
Yes. So my other question is, how much more of an advantage is the Xbox One Slim in 720 to 4K upscale compared to the vanilla PS4, which is 900p? So you got 900p versus 4K upscale from 720p.
I mean, you'll notice some difference. Like sometimes the upscalers in your TV will also kick in too and help out a lot. So it just depends.
The 900p PS4 or the fucking 4K upscale 720 Xbox Slim?
It just depends on how they upscale it, how their upscale is.
You could ask my kids right now, bro. Fucking when they're watching DirecTV and they watching SpongeBob and it's at 700p, they'll fucking bitch and say, "Hey, yo, what the fuck's wrong with this shit?" You push a little button, it goes to 1080, and they're fucking happy again.
Yeah, that's the one thing about 4K TVs, man. When you watch a show that is not optimized, holy crap, it looks ugly on TV.
It's a big difference.
Man.
Even on Netflix, when you're watching Netflix,
Jay,
it pixelates a little bit. You're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
All these Xbox nerds are losing their shit yelling 4K, 4K, when the source that they're going to be upscaling to is going to be low res.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look,
most
these
Xbox
guys,
One games are 720.
There was a big knee-jerk reaction. I've heard a lot of people, even, and I brought up Colin Moriarty because he was like, the messaging is all screwed up. Mark Cerny, right from the get-go, Andrew House, right from the get-go said, this is a device for those that want to take advantage of their brand new 4K TV and want a little more power. This is for them. We're not going to ignore our general population, our 40 million plus owners, which is what all the games are going to be developed for. So I don't understand when people say the messaging is mixed up. I don't get why this is here, blah, blah, blah. It's the same reason why there's an iPhone 6S. Same reason why there's a freaking Samsung S7 Edge. Like there's always these. That's the way things go.
Apple started it with their 4S.
Yes.
4SC.
The 3GS. Remember that?
3GS. Yeah, that's crazy.
And other companies realize, all right, people are willing to go out.
People want this shit
and buy a slight upgrade.
Lewis, are you getting the Pro?
I ordered it. Yeah, it's a whole stupid, boring story, so I don't want to tell it. But I got delayed for 2 to 3 weeks thanks to stupid AT&T.
With what?
Oh, okay.
With the 7, I got the 7 Plus.
He's asking
the PS4 Pro.
Oh, I thought you said if I was getting an iPhone.
No, I said, are you getting the Pro?
Yeah, I pre-ordered that at GameStop.
Yeah, so did I. Because once I saw more videos and I found out more information, I'm like, yo, you know what? There's going to be a noticeable difference in how these games are going to be played, and that's what I wanted. I was like, if it's just a 4K player and some, maybe a slight bump in the processor, I'm not going to bother. But I'm seeing that games are going to be patched, and then games
I think they figured it out.
Utilized.
To what Golf was saying earlier, I think the game developers have finally figured out, because if you're talking about they're going to upscale from 720p to 4K, I don't think that's going to be correct, bro, because they're running the games at 700p now because of fucking Xbox One, the piece of shit hardware, and it needs to be 700p so it can run smoothly, right? That's why it's at 700p. Well, I think they probably figured out a way to patch it into, if you recognize you're playing a Xbox One Power S GeForce, whatever the fuck it's called, they can patch in higher res fucking graphics. I think that's possible at this, because all you do is download the fucking extra whatever gigabytes it is to fucking supplement. So I mean,
that's what it is, Soldier.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to be upscaling from 720, bro. I think they can put in shit to make it look better than 720p. You know what I'm saying, Golf?
All you're going to be doing is paying for a texture. Like, they're going to charge for a lot of, do you see that they're possibly going to charge for these upgrades?
No, they're not going to charge.
Yeah, the patches, that's what it says. That
was debunked.
Okay.
They're going to charge developers. I think there's like a little fee or something. I don't know. We're not going to pay shit.
Okay, what you're going to get is I have Half-Life 2 on my computer. That game is 12 years old now? Yeah. But I downloaded a high-res texture pack for it, and it makes it almost look like a new game like nowadays. That's all they're going to do is you're going to download a texture pack. It's going to see that you have more power, you're going to have a bigger GPU, and it's going to go ahead and use that texture pack.
Yeah, the resolution is based on your hardware.
There is a significant upgrade then.
Well, Jay, explain this.
PS4 can do that.
How in the blue hell is that Elder Scrolls Online going to run at 4K native?
Well, yeah, there are some games that they say
because the processing won't be
4K.
Done on your hardware, bro. You might be doing the streaming only.
I don't know. That could be one thing.
You talking Elder Scrolls Online on the PS4
or the cloud?
Yeah, PS4.
Derek, you know about PCs. How expensive a PC that you build can do 4K? What's the price? How much?
My computer can do 4K right now.
How much
you pay? $300.
No, altogether with my graphics card, the motherboard and everything, maybe $600.
Okay.
Altogether.
So how can a $400 console do it then?
Just there's gonna be lots of cuts here and there. I mean, of course, okay, consoles are optimized a low level API, that's coming to computers as well now with Vulkan and DX12. like on a computer, when you have to run your background operating system, right, the whole time. Windows is running in the background. That takes up system resources.
The foundation.
Yes, that's why it takes so much more power on a PC to run 4K as it would on a console, because a console, it's a low-level access straight to the processor. There's nothing else there. Like the processor knows, okay, I don't need to run operating system because right now we're playing just the game and the game itself. That's an API, a low-level API. It allows more calls from the processor. It opens up more of the graphics card, opens up more of the processor.
You give me a fucking chubby right now, Derek, just so you know.
Yeah, but that's what consoles have, and that's why, like, to computer, it's so important. You hear DX12, and then you hear the word, like, the Vulkan, right? That's another one that especially helps out with AMD cards, is that allows your computer to run a low-level API, and it pushes Windows to the side, and it goes, okay, I'm going to focus right now on just the game
fuck
only.
Emails, fuck Windows and Excel and Outlook and all your other shit that's running.
Yeah, and it focuses just strictly on the game. That's how consoles can get away with.
So they're trying to make the PC act like a console.
They're making the console act more like. Well, I mean, they're melding the worlds together. Pretty soon, like you can see it with Xbox, the Scorpio is going to be a fucking computer.
They're all computers.
Yeah, they're computers now. Right? What's in your console right now is an AMD APU, which is a processor and a graphics card combined. That's what's in your PS4 and your Xbox Ones right now, and that's the same thing that's going into the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox One S. Same exact thing, and the Scorpio. They're using basically what's in my computer right now, which is the Polaris graphics chip. It's using that and the AMD APUs, and it's running that, and that's how they're basically becoming one thing now, and you're just paying for the network.
The funny thing is when there are some older games. Well, people call them older, but for example, somebody brought up Elder Scrolls. It's been verified that it will be native 4K, but then when you go like on these Facebook pages or social networks, people say, well, because first they'll say, oh, it's not going to do native 4K, but then you point out, all right, well, this article is saying otherwise, the developer is saying otherwise. Oh, but it ain't going to do, brand new games 4K. But the point is
That's what I mean, Jay.
The point is that it will.
Fanboy bullshit is so annoying, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, in order for, let's say, Horizon to be native 4K, you would need a freaking supercomputer to run a game that beautiful in native 4K with all the bells and whistles.
Well, and to keep the frame rate up too, because
exactly.
Like the old graphics card I had, the little it was an R7 360, which is a really small graphics card. It just barely got me by until I got these other ones. I could run 4K on that, but it was at like 10 or 15 frames per second.
It was like watching a picture slideshow of high definition pictures.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of times games will be capped, like console games will be capped at 30 frames per second.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's in order to keep the resolution up.
I gotta explain everything that Derek is saying right now, guys. He's going on heavy nerd talk.
Yeah, sorry, I'm nerding out a
because people are going out there saying that the Scorpio is going to do well. Actually, it's Microsoft who said this: uncompromised 4K, native 4K video games, and of course, people are going to hold them to that.
Yeah.
And but what if they hold them to that? We've held them to shit before, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Jay. Last year Christmas, did they say it was the best gaming lineup ever?
Well, they're saying that again.
Didn't they say that Kinect was built around it? That Kinect would always be required?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Well, also, too, like if they say, hey, it's going to be a native 4K game, I could make a freaking indie game in 3 hours that's native 4K. It doesn't mean it's the greatest game in the world.
Yeah. But, we all know that in order for the Scorpio to do this, it's going to need expensive hardware. Not just teraflops, but expensive hardware.
It'll be $600.
Well, even at $600, I don't think a game like Halo 6 will be what people want. Native 4K, 60 frames per second. So
it'll come out running 1080p and people will bitch like, what the fuck?
Look, at this point with the Pro, if I can get uncompromised 1080p with all the bells and whistles, or maybe 1440, no compromise in visual quality and 60, then you know what? I'll be happy with that. And then I'm more than happy to wait for the PS4, for the PS5, and then the Scorpio when that comes out, if it can do 1440 or whatever, as long as we're progressing each generation, because right now, even the PS4 doesn't play every freaking game at 1080p, 60 frames. We have to still make compromises. Look at Battlefield 1, 900p. So,
what does Destiny run at, Golf, on PS4?
1080p.
And 30 frames or 60? 30, right?
I think they're both 1080p on the Xbox One and PS4.
I don't think it's 1080p on Xbox. That should look like trash when I played it.
I think it's 900p.
Yeah, I think it's lower.
But since I've moved to PC and I used to do a lot more on PC now, I've noticed that frames per second do matter. Like I play, my graphics cards will do 1440p all day long, and it'll even do 4K. And I don't push it that far. I stay at 1080p and I keep my frames. A lot of my games I'm playing at like 100 to 140 frames per second because it's so much smoother. And I've been reviewing and testing a ViewSonic's 144 hertz monitor. That's the real big thing there too, is the hertz rate of your TV. If it's not a fast refresh TV, these monitors that are 144 hertz, they're amazing mixed with the high frame rate. It's the smoothest I've ever seen gaming in my life, even compared to my 4K TV in the living room.
So then when you turn on your console, I mean, it probably gives you a fucking headache then.
It doesn't give me a headache, but I could see that it's not as far along as it was.
Well, your eyes have to adjust, make the adjustment. Because just like we were saying, I think we were saying last week that the whole thing with VR, that if you're not running high frames a second, people can't use the VR.
It's not realistic enough, right?
Yeah, you get.
I think Derek is now living in the Matrix, bro. That's what happened. My man is just fucking gone.
What I did is I stepped away from the console fanboy bullshit with the pledging to plastic and fighting and all that, and I just stepped back and just opened my eyes, and I was like, there's a whole other world out there that people don't look at. They don't take into account. Like, I liked the PlayStation 4. I liked the Xbox One until it just fizzled out on me, and I didn't get my joy out of it anymore. But there's some changes that need to be made to the console. So, like, I'm gonna probably wait until the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, wait, are you gonna get Gears 4 on PC?
Yeah, definitely.
And you can play on Xbox Live, right, with other Xbox Live people?
Yeah.
When I buy Forza 3 in 2 weeks, I can play with people on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S, and I can use the steering wheel that I already have
for free. Yep,
and for free.
For free.
So you don't have an Xbox One anymore?
No, Golf. Like, I've been playing Halo Forge, right? Halo 5 Forge on my computer at 1080p and way more than 60 frames per second.
See, that's what I'm saying, Golf. Steady. The fucking it's the hardware, bro. It doesn't matter the resolution because you can get the higher resolution from the game companies. They can patch that shit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing the Pro is going to provide is, like Derek, you was saying, it kind of fizzled out on you, the PS4. You wanted something more, so you went with PC. This is going to be that for the average Joe who wants more graphical fidelity but hasn't really thought about doing the PC thing. This is their stopgap. That's iPhone 6s. Nothing wrong with it. It's a choice. It's not going to alienate you from playing the same games. It might look a little better on one console, but when you play multiplayer, everything's still going to be the same. So Sony is emphasizing that this will not be something you need to buy. This is for the person who wants that luxury item, like us, the hardcore.
That wants a 7 Plus.
Exactly. So I don't know why people are in such shambles about the messaging. It's like, dude, they came out right from the get-go and explained who this is for. So, and as far as value, I put it this way. If the Xbox One S hasn't been a value when compared to the PlayStation 4, then I don't know why people would say it's a value now against the PlayStation Pro. Because what you're getting these two consoles for at the end of the day is for its unique, exclusive library and community, depending on which community.
That's what I was going to say, Jay, because if you really look at it, their messaging and stuff like that, PlayStation has been getting it right all along. Because whenever they show you a commercial for a game or anything like that has multiplayer, what do? They put a guy in there with his friend. You know, that's why I haven't gone to PC. That's why I'm not on Xbox anymore, because my friends are on PS4. That's who I want to play with. Even though the games are not running at 1440 or 1000 AP, I'm not going to go to PC with Derek because I don't know anybody on fucking PC. I want to play with fucking the guys I know, you know? And I think that's the cool part about the consoles is that your friends are all there all the time.
Yeah, like so I was saying earlier, you're paying for the network. Yeah,
I mean, the cool part is with Xbox Live, if you have any friends on Xbox Live, you're able to play with them, you know? So that's pretty badass. But as far as the rest of it, I mean, I think PlayStation does it better.
And with Recore that just launched the other day, that's now the first game that allows you to play anywhere. So if you buy it on the Xbox One, you get it on the PC. I know, but it's the first one that allows you to play on PC and the Xbox One S and Xbox One and carry your, back and forth. So I imagine PC will eventually do something with that. If they're doing remote play now on the PC with your PlayStation 4, I imagine eventually they'll bridge that gap to PC.
So basically what we figured out is that Derek is not the consumer that needs a PS4 Pro.
Right. But like Jose was saying, the PS4 Pro is for the guy that's afraid of a computer, doesn't want to get in over his head.
Well, we're not afraid of computers, bro.
But I know, but I'm saying he wants to just to be able to put in his disc and play and not have to worry about driver updates.
We don't want to be bothered with updating drivers on graphic cards.
Well, yeah, stuff. Yeah,
sound cards.
That's what I'm saying, Soldier. It's the guy that doesn't want to dick with that. He wants to get home, open a beer, put the game in, and just start playing.
Exactly.
And he's got his 4K TV and he wants to use it.
And he wants to slap his wife's ass while she's walking by.
Yeah, that's the kind of player that the PlayStation Pro is made for.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's priced right.
The man of the world, the blue collar working man.
Well, I'm going super nerd. I'm going to buy a 4K monitor, a 28-inch 4K monitor, a 4K monitor just for the PS4 Pro.
Are you going with like 144 hertz?
I'm going for one that costs $450, so it better.
Dude, I made the mistake and I got a low hertz monitor.
Derek, I'll send it to you. Yeah? It's like the best monitor you can buy at 4K.
What's low hertz?
I think mine's is 60, and they basically require 120 minimum.
Yeah, 120, which is what my TV is.
But I can still stream 4K Netflix. That's no problem. Mm-hmm. It's just for gaming. Gaming wise, I need to have a 120. Yeah. When the processing is done on my end, I need 120.
I just feel like this. I call this generation of gamers, I guess all consumers or the general public.
The gentrified gamers.
Generation wine, because it seems like instead of giving constructive criticism, people are just whining.
But isn't that across the board everywhere, JD? If you look at
that's what I said. Like every games, consumer's period,
phones, it's everything.
Because I go to Mac Rumors and somebody will put like, I'm skipping, the iPhone 7 because the Note 7 is
blowing up.
Well, they're like, besides blowing up, it gives the pen, they talk about their reasons. They're not bashing the iPhone. And then all these guys are like, enjoy your explosive battery and and it's like, damn, this is just like video games, man. So it doesn't matter.
And it goes to NFL too, and it goes to Coke versus Pepsi. It goes to cameras. It goes to everything. So just enjoy it, man. Enjoy your devices and fucking fuck everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to enjoy things for what they are. Instead of saying it doesn't have a 4K player, there's a lot of people bitching about that probably don't buy 4K movies.
Listen,
they probably stream them shits illegally.
If you're finding yourself defending a product and fucking fighting with fanboys online, then maybe you should be playing your product more than fucking anything. Because you're spending too much time arguing with these bitches.
Yes, exactly.
Go play Destiny, bro. That's what I'm gonna go do right now.
You know what I think the best thing about the Pro is the fact that it doesn't play 4K Blu-rays. Because when I worked at Walmart in the evening back when Blu-rays first came out, you know how many we had to take back because dummies would buy a Blu-ray and go home and stick it in their DVD player and it not work? Do you want that? I'm sure they don't want that happening again.
Dude, so media discs are done, bro. I don't give a fuck if they do 12K Blu-rays. They're not coming back from fucking downloading digital. That's just, it's too convenient.
Well, when I can watch a movie in the living room on Netflix, and they're like, oh, I got to take a dump, and I can continue off on my phone in the same exact spot, in the same resolution while I'm taking a shit, I'm going to do that over a Blu-ray.
And today's consumer, we're so accustomed to having everything on the go. That's why when you're on the train or wherever, basically anywhere in America, you see everybody looking down on their phones because what they're doing is they're staying in touch with their friends via social networks. They're watching a movie. They're listening to music. Some are doing actual work on their phones or their tablets. Everybody is on the go. Everybody wants everything instantly.
Everybody wants to have their shit on them.
Even with video games, why you think games like Pokemon Go and Angry Birds and all that is something to do when you're not at home, when you're not seated on a couch. Physical media right now, there are a lot. Even me, half of my games are digital.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that the PlayStation 5 does not have. They're not going to have a disc drive on it. It'll be a separate accessory,
or maybe even that is a Scorpio. Who knows?
Because like right now, people say, "I want physical media. I want physical media," but dude, I haven't bought a fucking game on disc in a while. And I use Steam on my computer, and it's just like, so the sales are cheaper because you don't have to worry about printing a disc and blah blah blah. They don't run out of stock because they just give you another code.
Yeah,
as long as the PlayStation 5, I bet will not have a drive.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing with the.
Let that fucking internet go down. We'll be.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers. When PSN went down, I couldn't play my games. So
exactly.
I was so pissed, bro. I was so pissed.
Hey, but don't forget though. Look at Battlefield 4. I had the physical disc. And I wanted to play the single player, but because the PlayStation Network was down, it didn't let me play my physical fucking copy of the game.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I put a video out about that. It was Battlefield 4 and the problem with cloud technology because it bounced like your DRM, your digital rights management. It bounced it off of their cloud servers, and when they were down, it wouldn't let you play your game, even though you had the physical copy in your hand and the receipt. It wouldn't let you play it.
Yeah,
they couldn't validate that license online.
Yes,
so.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've tried playing a physical game without.
Whoa, one thing I wish Sony would fix is the fucking primary PS4 bullshit, man. A fucking year to activate my shit got hacked, right?
Oh, damn.
My PS4 account got hacked. Somebody stole my shit, and they activated their PS4 as my primary PS4. So now somebody's playing all my content on their fucking PS4 with their gamer tag. All the digital games I bought, right? I changed my password, recovered my account, got it back after fighting with Sony for fucking a day and a half. And I have to wait a year to activate this PS4 I have now as a primary PS4. And that way the other guy can't play my shit no more.
Wow. Yeah, they should instantly kill
that happen?
this.
Because that happened to one of my friends as well. How'd that happen?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have no clue how the fuck it happened. And the only thing I can think of is they stole my password because my mistake is that I use the same password for a lot of different apps. So a lot of apps ask for permission to access your phone or stuff like that,
Yep.
And those apps sometimes are shady and they steal your credentials and they fucking try them around in different areas. And it's not like they go around trying them in different areas. They build algorithms and say, okay, run all these names and usernames on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking, here's 20 hits that match. Cool. Let's take them. Or sell them to somebody else, or fucking whatever.
Yeah.
They sell them on Russian websites. Is what they do, and then they buy them.
Yeah,
and they'll say, "Hey, look,
using my debit card a few times."
Yeah, and they'll get that. They'll be like, "Hey, I'll pay you $50, and here's an account that has 200 games downloaded on it."
And they
activate
credit card is on there as their primary PS4, and they have it for a year minimum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with internet, there's that risk of especially with cloud storage, of being hacked. And that's the one thing that scares me about cloud storage, having your games digital. So sometimes I will buy a game like Uncharted 4. I bought it physical because I was like, you know what, in case anything happens to the internet, I want to play my freaking game offline. So, depends what game it is.
Right.
But it sucks when Destiny I can't play it because something happened to my internet.
Yeah, and I buy them physical because I'm not paying full price. So
that's true too, Eddie.
You go to Best Buy, you get your Gamers Club. You're paying $47 for a brand new
game.
You
can trade them in too.
Yeah, and I can get money back.
You can't buy the digital at that price.
Yeah. Yeah, that needs to change as well.
But why am I going to buy digital if I can buy the physical?
That's true.
Yeah, well, the great thing is we still have choice, and I'm happy about that. Now, quickly, before we go, Golfrat and I were talking about Derek's YouTube videos. And he's like, yo, he's doing a great job. It looked great. And I told him that Derek's doing all that on his Galaxy Note 5.
Yeah.
Today, I was made aware of a video where this YouTuber is crying on his video. Begging people to support his hat. By the way, there's a video from Spot where it says The Last of Us will run native 4K on the PlayStation Pro at 30 frames per second.
See, all that is a patch, Golf. That's all it is.
So back to so this dude is begging, like crying. He even put sad music in the background.
With 4 monitors behind him.
4 monitors behind him. He's holding a freaking iPhone 6s Plus. And then some, of course, with this, he even said that he had, for 8 years, had a job that was $80,000 a year. And now he can't pick, he's in the situation.
He can't rub 2 fucking nickels together.
And then he said, I was hoping my channel I would be able to support myself till November when Call of Duty comes out, blah, blah. To me, I find it that this dude is like playing a big prank on the web.
It's a hustle.
And also, if I'm not wrong, he did this shit on 9/11, which makes him look like even. Because I went and checked out some of his videos, and I wanted to look at the video before he did this, and it was September 10th. And he was wearing the same hat. He's wearing the same. It looks like he's wearing the same shit. So he could have recorded it possibly on the same day. And in this video, he's happy and laughing about his bloopers, and he's like, "Hey, everybody!" Boo. So I'm like, "Yo, is this guy?"
Is it that fat kid from Xbox?
Nah, he's a chubby dude, but he wears like a little beanie, and
he's not the fat guy that goes, "Ah, Mom, give me a hot pocket."
Oh no, that's I think you're talking about Boogie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's not Boogie 2988.
Well, don't give him any promotion. I just want to know if it was him.
No. Boogie's a good dude. It's not him.
Have you met him? Has he tried to eat your fingers?
Well, let me. But anyway, the reason why I brought him up is because this goes back to September 11th. This motherfucker, which pisses me off even more. I'm on that video right now. He posted this on September 11th.
On the 15-year anniversary.
On the 15-year anniversary of the most tragic event that I've ever lived
in our country.
In our country. This motherfucker goes e-begging, crying.
E-begging.
Wow, what an asshole. I thought maybe I just saw it and I'm like, let me double check. And that just shows you that there are people growing up in this society that don't value their fellow man. I mean, you're there crying to a young audience to help support you. Meanwhile, there are people who experience this tragedy. You didn't have to be at the towers when it happened to experience what we experienced. And this asshole is crying alligator tears with 4 fucking monitors behind him.
Exploitation.
And he drives a Mercedes, too.
He drives a Mercedes. He was showing off on his Twitter, like before, like late August, all this stuff he bought, a gaming laptop, all this crazy stuff.
What a shithead.
But the words he said made me think like, yo, this guy is purposely like giving hints that he's really not serious. I was like, what the hell's going on? But then I looked at his Patreon or GoFundMe, and he has like $5,000. So I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm like, yo,
Jay,
there are
what pisses me off,
stupid
Jay,
people
is
out there.
These people, corporations, they treat 9/11 like it's a holiday, and it's just so disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Like the mattress store people?
The mattress store, fucking Walmart, fucking Coke, all these people. It's horrible.
Well, eventually everything turns into how they killed Jesus and they made Christmas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they talked about it on the radio show too, like how after how long, like does it take before the commercialization could happen? Like, you can go and buy an inflatable slide for your kids to play on. That's the fucking Titanic.
Yeah,
How many people died on the Titanic?
Horrible.
Yeah.
You know? So like in 70 years, are they going to have an inflatable Twin Tower playset for kids?
You know what it is? It is, Golfra, is that somebody has to test the waters. So this fucking mattress guy comes out. Everybody made a big shit out of it. So they'll wait another 4 or 5 years now. And then some other guy will come out.
No, that place closed down.
Yeah, they're closed down for good.
Yeah, but I'm saying another place will come out in another 4 or 5 years. And they might just get by. And then 10 years from there, next thing you know, we're having 9/11 fucking sales at fucking JCPenney or Walmart.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Because, you know, the only reason why I brought it up is because Derek is an example of someone who is using what he has to make quality work. And this fucking dude is like, I can't do this. I need help. And he has he has a family. He's saying, my channel's, I got to buy Call of Duty points and blah, blah, blah. Supply points or some crazy shit. And I'm like, this guy can't be serious because he's bringing all this stuff up that is sounding very, very selfish, and he's putting the music in the background purposely.
The fucking violin.
So it's pre-planned. Yeah. So I'm like, is he really?
It's the sad hope walking away music.
Yeah.
What a shithead.
Yeah, he made 3 videos.
Send me the video. I want to see this guy.
3 videos, bro.
Here, Golf. I'll type his name in the chat. It's I can't remember the first part.
It's Guije Androvet.
Biblical Reaper.
Yeah. Just edit that out, Jay, when you put it out. Just edit it out.
I'll put it because people listening probably already know what we're talking about.
Yeah. And maybe they want to donate to him, dude. If you want to give this guy money, go ahead. It's your money, but just know you're getting hustled.
Yeah. Just know you're part of the problem because he is the spokesperson of what's, and Neff would probably agree with me, of what our, the so-called influencers, the media, like the people that are at the top of whatever, whether it's covering video games or very popular on YouTube, whatever. This is your spokesperson because there are selfish people out there who are just saying whatever they want to say for attention. They're not educating you as a viewer, as a listener. They're in it for themselves, and they're going to create controversy. That's why I'm glad YouTube is coming down on people who curse too much on their videos, who speak on controversy and create beef videos. They're cutting all that shit out.
Well, it's not.
Well, you're not going to be monetized.
That's a lot of it's the sponsors, like
exactly. Yeah,
because like Coca-Cola have an ad, right? But they don't want to have an ad on you talking about your suicide attempt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Hey, what do you mean it's not going to be monetized?
Well, let's say somebody goes on and starts talking bad about Soldier. Starts cursing about him. Blah blah. That's not going to be qualified for monetization.
Good.
Yeah.
So you can't go and create a drama video just for views, which is what a lot of people do in the video game scene. And what a lot of so-called media, they want to create clickbait, and so they're going to purposely go and give, Recore a 3 out of 10 or Uncharted 4 a 3 out of 10, so this guy, just the fact that people are donating to him shows how weak, because these people wouldn't do it if people were following and listening. So the real problem is not the person screaming all this bullshit. It's the people that are listening, and because they're listening or supporting, they have the reason to keep going. They'll stop if it doesn't work, but if it works, hey, why not? So this guy is going to get a few $1,000s from a bunch of idiots, and continue. He has 2 beefy ass computers too.
Yeah,
Jay, it's amazing that anyone can make a living streaming video games. Streaming video games, dude. People can make a living doing it.
You could if you're good.
It's hard work.
Yeah, if you're good or have a certain person, because I also feel that there's a certain personality that overtakes like the real good streamers. You got to be that fake ass, whatever. And
it's your boy Bob.
Yeah, yo, it's funny how every video.
Someone say it's your boy.
Yeah,
I'll automatically give him a dislike.
It's so many people say that. It's your boy. No, you're not my boy. Just tell me what I need to know. Get straight to the point. Don't repeat the fucking specs. I don't need to know that. I read it or saw it in 50 other videos. Get to the point. So that's why I do what I do. But yeah, it's just weird to see especially he did it on 9/11. Just that, people should have been like, yo, fuck you. I ain't giving you nothing. But no, there are people like, we're going to support you.
So you don't think that's $500? You think he did that on purpose, Jay?
Well, he's stupid enough to do it coincidentally.
He just got back from the Call of Duty experience and he said on there that he spent his rent money and he ordered the iPhone 7 Plus.
Yeah, $1,000. And now he's crying, I might have to cancel it. And I could go get a real job, but my dream is to, do this. I'm like, no fucking duh. My dream is to make a living on podcasting, but I got to go and work on fucking elevators in New York projects every fucking day.
Yeah, like my dream was to get the PlayStation VR, but I canceled mine because I wanted my kids to have a birthday instead of
exactly.
That's being an adult. That's dealing with your life. Adult.
And it seems like this type of publicity is what people gravitate to. Not everybody, but the majority of this generation. I don't know. They all screwed up. It's like, I don't know how many of you are fucking Trump fans. I got nothing against him, whatever. I really wouldn't want him to represent our country, but just the fact that he is where he is as a presidential candidate with his wrestling persona, because it felt like a wrestling promo, all this time.
He's pulling
that is gravitating. People are gravitating to that. So this country is just, and then if Neff was here, he would freaking go nuts. This country is like a computer hard drive. It needs a fucking defrag so everybody could get back to thinking for themselves and understanding what's going on in the big picture. Not just, hey, let me be popular for 5 minutes on Twitter by saying this and doing that, instead of focusing their fucking energy on what's really going on.
Jay, what's your thoughts on the Kaepernick not standing at the national anthem?
I don't know. I have no problem with it, simply because if we're a country that says we're the land of the free, then if that's what he wants to do, what? Just the same way.
True. I mean, yeah, it's his right as an American to do that.
Yeah. So I don't know if he did it during 9/11. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he did.
I feel that should have been an exception. But when you listen to him talk, he sounds sincere. He has legit, in his opinion, he has a legit stance as to why he's doing it. So if we're going to say this is the land of the free, home of the brave, then to do what he's doing, he has to be brave. And for us to have an opinion and criticize him, then we go against what, we believe, what we grew up. What the fuck is that noise, by the way?
Is that the background of your house, Soldier?
I don't know why. You hear something?
I hear locusts.
Yeah. So
locust.
Yeah, it's because you're on your phone outside.
The locust. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have like a strong stance. No pun intended.
I hear that now.
It's the same as.
Yeah, it's his right, Jay, but I think he could possibly do it.
I think it's fine too, because I don't think none of you motherfuckers get up from the couch when the fucking national anthem is playing.
Well, that's true. I'm not gonna bullshit, but they don't show it that much on TV.
Yeah.
But it's the same as when other podcasters tell you, be yourself. Yeah. Don't be phony on your podcast. And then when you are yourself, they're like, hey, what are you doing?
Why you causing so much trauma, bro?
So I'm gonna have to distance myself from you.
I think it's horribly disrespectful because people,
millions of people
died, Jay, for that flag.
Yep.
You know, I just think it's a slap in the face. I mean, yeah,
still
he wants to get his point out, but you can do better than that, man.
But golf, does it make him an ass? Yes. But those millions of people have died for his freedom and the right for him to have the freedoms to decide to sit down to.
Yeah, that's the tricky part, you know.
Yeah,
that's the he's from this country. He was born here. He's exercising his right as an American to do what we all say: land of the free, home of the brave. And hey, you know, it's. I agree. It should have been a different way. So, and other NFL players are doing it. I think even college players are doing it. So,
I mean, it's in their right to do it, but then they also have to take the repercussions that come with it. Because
that's what I was going to say. They work for the NFL.
Now,
they don't
Lewis,
work for themselves.
You're going to be a police officer. What do you think him wearing socks that have pigs on them with cop hats on?
Hey, man, if he wants to do that shit, go ahead. But I'll tell you what, man. One day he's going to need the cops. He's going to need somebody to come help. He's going to somebody to protect him. He's going to need somebody. And they're going to turn his back to his ass, too. So, fuck him.
Didn't Angry Birds have cops and pig hats? I mean, pigs and cop hats?
I thought they were pigs and army hats.
I don't know. I thought I saw. I don't know. I haven't played.
They might have been, but I mean,
me personally, I get offended when I see that because I have a lot of respect. I wanted to be a cop myself, so I get offended when I see shit like that. Or I hear people saying,
but not every cop is good
cop. Oh, of course
good.
not.
There's bad cops out there.
Oh,
man.
Absolutely.
Well, there's fucking bad dentists and there's bad lawyers. There's bad priests. You know, there's assholes everywhere. Dude.
There's bad criminals too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not afraid of the police kicking in my door and robbing my house. I'm afraid of the bad guys kicking in my door and robbing my house. Yeah.
Dude, you got a nice computer now. You know, you don't want to take that shit.
Yeah, what do you think of those dentists that like knocked people out and had sex with them?
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't go to one of them.
Now and they come out, pregnant.
He beat my zipper on button. Remember the Jerky Boys? I can't even chew gum when I drive, Cap.
My teeth.
I'm bleeding. Sir, stop crying.
You take my teeth.
My pants unbuttoned. What was the dentist's name? Louis Rocco?
You see, and that's the sad part. That shit is funny for us now, but nowadays, someone will get offended about that shit.
Well, of course. I mean, it's either it's cool to be snarky and it's cool to be whiny, and I put it in another group. I said as soon as you praise something about your console of choice or a game, you are immediately called a corporate slave, a fanboy, and it's like, when did this happen that you can appreciate whatever it is you appreciate, and you go out and you talk about it? When was this uncool to do so? So I don't know. Nothing we're gonna do about it by complaining, I guess, on PGR. But it's great to talk about it anyway. We're gonna wrap it up. Unfortunately, my son is stuck in Manhattan. The trains got all screwed up, so now we have to coach him to take a different route. So we're gonna wrap up PGR.
I just want to say one quick thing. Happy birthday, Neff, tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to everybody's favorite construct.
Yeah. As a construct. So, as always, thank you, everyone, for listening to the Postgame Report. And as always, you can leave us a review on iTunes. We'll read it on the Postgame Report. And you can find the Postgame Report at Twitter. It is at Postgame Report, or on Twitter. I don't want nobody to complain about me. And, of course, you can find the feed at talkingaboutgames.com on occasion. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me as well. It was great to have you back, Soldier. And
great to be back.
And Guije for the 20 or 30 minutes that he was on with his freaking solar-powered headphones, making all that noise.
With his leaf blower attached to his headphones.
That was crazy, right? And, of course, once again, the listeners. Not fans, listeners. So we'll be talking to you guys next week. Take care.
Kneeling doesn't stop injustice.
Ah.